Hello and welcome back to my channel. My dog is licking my tripod, so if the camera seems a little bit shaky, that's why. Today I thought I would do a video on de-influencing you for Christmas, and yes, we have our Christmas tree up, and no, we don't have ornaments on it because we're still about 2 weeks out from Thanksgiving. And if we put all of our ornaments on it right now, I just have a strong feeling they will either get chewed or broken. So we're waiting until we are a little bit closer to Christmas before we start putting ornaments on our tree. I wanted to de-influence you when it came to Christmas. Last year, I did this video talking about what we got our kids for Christmas, and it was arguably my most controversial video to date. And I don't rage bait. I don't do things or use tactics to try and get more followers or to get more engagement with my videos, but people really hated that video. Some of you loved it, a lot of people hated it. And it was because I didn't go over the top with our Christmas gifts. And there's a few reasons behind that. I know that not everyone's financial situation is the same. I know that not everyone has family, not everyone has siblings. So everyone's situation is different, but I think I put it in that video that we have a large extended family on both sides, and we get gifts for our kids from everyone. And so while it may look like we did not get our kids a lot of things, they actually do get quite a bit. And we live in 1,000 square feet and we have 3 small children. And if we went over the top with gifts plus everything else that they get from extended family, we would be overrun with gifts and toys. And our kids have toys. I'm not a beige mom. My house looks pretty beige, but I didn't pick the color and we rent. So I'm not a beige mom. I don't mind my kids having colorful light up toys. We have rules and restrictions about where the toys can be. We have limits. We set limits for our kids, but we don't tell our kids which toys they can keep and which they have to get rid of. But once it starts to outgrow a space that we have dedicated for toys, then we talk about letting things go. So today I wanted to talk about why it's okay to not buy your kids a bunch of stuff. I would say that before the 20th century, before mass production of goods, before household incomes grew exponentially, before the advertising craziness that we have going on today, big, extravagant, luxurious Christmases weren't a thing. I highly doubt, and I don't have data to back this up. I didn't really do a lot of research, but if I find some, I'll link it down below. But I highly doubt people were spending thousands of dollars and going into debt to buy their kids plastic crap, essentially. And I just don't think it's necessary. I think kids thrive when they actually have less. But hear me when I say that less does not equal zero. So when I tell you that I'm only buying each kid a handful of items for Christmas, most of them are wants. Sometimes we do like the something to wear, something you need, something to read. I forget what the other ones are. But this year, most of them are wants because they honestly have things that they already need, and they have plenty of things to read. We are big about reading in this house. So a lot of the things that they're getting this year are wants, but we aren't buying our kids 20 to 30 gifts a piece. We have 3 girls. If we bought them each 20 things, that would be 60 new toys. And if those toys have multiple pieces, that's just even exponentially more. So we buy our kids a handful of things each year, and if it doesn't fit in their room where we allot the toys to be, then we get rid of things. So this is just your permission to not go into debt for Christmas. It's not worth it. There's no reason that you need to pay 30% interest for the next 5 years because you went into extravagant amounts of debt to give your kids this Christmas that nobody had 50 years ago. Even rich people didn't have 50 years ago. And there's no reason to overwhelm your house with a bunch of stuff that your kids likely won't even play with or use in the next 6 months. I know coming up during the holiday season, Christmas hauls and what I got my kids for Christmas. They're going to be really big videos, and they're probably going to be big money makers for influencers. I really don't consider myself an influencer, but here's your encouragement to just ignore them. Your life doesn't have to look like theirs. You might not make as much money as they do. You don't know how much these people are getting paid to not only, sell you stuff from their Amazon page or from their Like to Know It or whatever, but they're also making money from ad revenue on YouTube. The video might be sponsored, so they're making all of this money by trying to influence you to buy more for your kids and things that you didn't even know that you needed, or things that your kids definitely didn't know that they needed. So it's okay to have a small, simple Christmas. And if that enrages people, it enrages people. It's fine. I just think that we need to bring back realistic, normal Christmases for people who aren't making six figures, who aren't influencers, who have to budget carefully every single month, and who may not have $3,000 to spend on their kids for Christmas. And I think that's a very real thing, especially in this economy when it's so expensive and but also so easy to just swipe a card and put it all on a credit card and spend that money. So let's not go into 2025 with remorse, regret, and a stack of credit card bills that we have to pay off over the next however many years. It's not worth it. And if you just get your kids a handful of things that they really want, the satisfaction will probably just be much higher anyways, because they'll probably like the toys that they got a lot more than if Christmas just threw up all over your living room anyways. So this is my de-influencing you for Christmas video. Aspen is going crazy right now because, I don't know, she wants to be in the video, I guess. Let me know down in the comments if you plan on doing a big Christmas or not, and how many toys you plan on getting for your kids, and I will see you in the next video.